Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Angel Baby and my channel is named The Dollar Bill Life. I decided to start a channel in 2021. I know, just like everybody else is doing. I was actually going to start this channel last year, but you know, of course a lot of things were going on. It just wasn't the right time. With everything going on in, in our environment now, I think a lot of people kind of got off the track of budgeting. I know I did. I was doing so well before everything happened. And once everything happened, I spiraled down. I just spent a lot of money that I didn't need to spend. I always, of course, paid bills on time, but I could have done better as far as putting money towards my bills and budgeting, and I didn't. I just kind of splurged and spent, and it just got to the point where now I just feel like it's out of hand, it's out of control. I need to get together. So I decided to start this channel to make myself accountable. And I know if I do it on camera, I have to stick to this budget, because then I wouldn't be setting a good example for anybody else to try to do the same thing. And if you get nothing else from my channel, even though our budgets are going to be all different, everybody's family is different, but if nothing else, maybe this will help you kind of stay on track, and we could do it together and help each other out. And if you have suggestions, you can leave them down in the comment section. And if you want to talk to someone about, budgeting, or want to make a comment that it's going to be positive to help someone else that watches the channel, more than happy to have you here. That's all I can say. Like I said, I will be talking about, my budget and how I budget things out. I'm going to do some envelope stuffing, and I'm going to do budget check-ins and money saving tips. Even though they're small things, believe me, will add up. So we'll be talking about some of that on the channel. And life in general, things happen, and sometimes you need somewhere where you can kind of have somewhere where it's a safe space to talk to other people, like-minded people that kind of understand budgeting. Is different. It's difficult. Things happen, and sometimes if you can talk it out with someone else, like I said, you're more than welcome to do it here, as long as it is, helpful to other people. I'm trying to figure out the best way to say it to where it comes across as okay, but as long as it's helpful, it helps other people. And maybe someone will have an answer to your problem, leave it down below, and then we can try to work through our budgets together. I do want to invite you to come along with me and, like I said, budget together and stay on track and accountable for our finances in this year, 2021. And I will leave helpful tips in my my videos, simple goals that I'm trying to do personally and focus on 2021. And I just have to get back on track, because me personally, some things have happened with me. For example, like I said, I talked about before, I had some setbacks. Well, first of all, our dryer just broke. And so that was a $611 chunk out of a paycheck, that we had to come up with. So, when the devil wants his dryer back, what can you do? You just have to give it back to him and not argue with the devil, and just go ahead and just get another dryer. So we had to do that. And then, I don't know about anybody else, but I have a prescription that I have to take, every day. And last year, it was covered under my medical prescription costs, and I only paid $5, y'all, and 1 cent. That's all I paid last year. When I get to the pharmacy this year, because if you have to get medicine, you kind of get to know the pharmacy techs and pharmacy technicians. Well, like I said, anybody that works in pharmacy, you get to know them. And so when I went up to the counter to pay for my medicine, they're like, "We're not letting you pay this." And I knew something was wrong there. When someone comes out and tells you they're not going to let you pay this, it's going to be really bad. And they kind of slipped the cost over to me and didn't want to come out and say it. And I looked down, and my prescription, y'all, that I had to pay $5.01 on last year, guess how much it was this year? It was $1,147. I was like, okay. You know, it was to the point where I literally, if I was not such a strong person, I probably would have cried right there in the pharmacy, because like I said, it's something that I need to take so, you know, you don't get sick, you know, and you can function. And I was like, okay, well, you know, God's will, I'll get it one way or another. So that came up. So, and also, my mom had to have surgery, and so I'm having to save up the money for that. So it was just one thing after another that snowballed down. And so these were things I was not prepared of. I had no, I think in my emergency savings, I had maybe 1,600, which, remember before when I just said that we had to spend the $611 for the new dryer. So then what, I left $1,000. So the, you know, that emergency savings that you only have like $1,000 for, that doesn't always cover any emergencies you have. So clearly I didn't have enough to be able to do everything I needed to do. So I just said, you know, that's it. I'm tired of this. I need to get my finances on track. So I just got to get it together, because this isn't working. Like I said, I do want to make it fun, because everything's hit me. I was getting really stressed out, and I'm just thinking about all the money that I have to save up. So I'm doing a couple of different things this year. I am going to do the change jar challenge, which, y'all, I got this really pretty jar, and I got about 2 years ago, about this time for Valentine's Day, and it has lips all over it. So that's something cute. And then I'm just putting all my change that whenever I spend money, I just put in the jar. And it opens like this, but it has a little clasp at the top. Sorry, guys. And you just open and close it at the top. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save that change in there. And depending on what I have at the end of the year, because my bank has a Coinstar, and if you have an account with the bank, they don't charge you. So I'm going to exchange the money there, and depending on how much I have, I'll figure out where I want to allocate this money to. So I have that going on. So I'm going to do the save the change. And I'm also going to do, let me see if I can find it, because I had it a second ago. And I don't know what I've done with it. But anyway, I'll look for it in a minute. But I have some new, this came with the store. I have a wallet that I just have for some extra envelopes that I wasn't going to stuff because of everything that's come up. I just didn't have the extra money to stuff them with. So I have this envelope, Michael Kors. I actually ordered it for my mom, and I ordered it in blue. And what happened is I got bamboozled, and they sent this light pink color. Well, I like light pink, so clearly the universe said this is for you. So I went ahead and kept instead of exchanging it out, but it's a wristlet, and it has a clasp right here at the back, and it just opens up. It has the double-sided, and I'll put these down for a second. It has the double-sided zippers on here. Here's another zipper at the top. I don't have anything in here because I don't plan on carrying this really as a traditional wallet. But I have it right now just to keep my envelopes in. And I have this little opening. I guess this is where you put a phone at. But I'm utilizing it as a spot holder, like for money. And these are just monies that I got through an Etsy shop, and they're placeholders. So whenever I have too much money, like these are 100, and I have some 1,000 ones in here as well. Let me see if I can find them. Right here. I have some 1,000 ones too. So whenever I get to a certain amount of my envelopes, I'll just deposit the cash so they're not too bulky and rip up the envelopes, and I'll just put these in the placeholder, so when I count my money, I'll know how much is in the bank and what's in the envelope. And also, I went ahead and treated myself to some new envelopes to make it cute for the channel and for myself, because that just made me want to save money. I have these envelopes right here that I got. Like I said, I'm not doing the $1 and $5 challenge because all these extra debts were coming up that were not expected or budgeted in. So I just decided to skip out on these two. So I won't be doing these right now, which does not mean that I'm not going to do them sometime this year. If I can get all that money saved up for the surgeries and get my debts paid off, then yeah, I will start these this year. If not, I will start them next year. But I went ahead and got them anyway. But I will be putting some money towards savings, because you always need something for savings. And then I have miscellaneous, you know, when those debts come up. Whenever I start paying down anything, I could put in miscellaneous, the stuff that I kind of may need to get. I do have car maintenance because, like I said, once you pay off something, it seems like everything just falls apart anyway. So I have this for oil changes or that kind of stuff that I need to do for my car. I have groceries and household. I normally keep my money in my checking account, and what I do is, here's a money saving tip. This is what I do. Me personally, I get a lot of things from Walmart, and so I got a Walmart card, and you get a certain percentage back off. And at the end of last year, I believe I got $37.32 back, which I deposited into my account. But at least it's something that saves. So what I do is I get everything, my gas, and I get my groceries on Walmart. So I keep the money in my checking account, and then I just pay my bill out of there. So I won't be putting a lot in here. There's other stores that I do buy from, and I'll probably put like maybe $20 at a time into a grocery envelope. So I'll have that just in case, you know, for other stores that I shop at. I have eating out. I will be putting money in there because, I mean, you got to treat yourself sometimes. Medical and surgery, I definitely will be put money in there because, like I said, my mom will have to have surgery, so I have to save up some money for that. Emergencies, gotta always fund that, so I will be funding this envelope, so that will stay in there. Travel, I don't plan on traveling this year at all. I don't know about next year. We'll see. But I don't go too far from where I live anyway, because I don't really have traveling buddies, and so I don't really like to travel by myself. So, you know, like I said, and I have to find my game pieces to show you what I was talking about, but with this, I have this tab in my game pieces, and I'll show you in a minute because I did find it. But I have this in here, so whenever I pull for my game pieces, then if it pulls to travel, I'll put money in there. Taxes, this is another one that I will save up for. I did have a person that I went to do my taxes with, and they charged one amount, and I always got what's called grandfather in, which I didn't have to pay the regular amount that everybody else had to pay for their tax service. But they changed up now. That person's no longer working for the company. I found that out when I went to go file my taxes. And I had to pay $50 extra, y'all, to file my taxes. I got to figure out how to file them myself and not have to pay people. That's another tip. Figure out how to do things yourself so you don't have to pay anyone else to do it for you. But I need to figure out how to... I have to save up money because that was $50 extra that I did not expect to have to file my taxes. Birthdays, I will be put money in there. So that's what I will fund. Storm pay, this is one that I do work for a company. I'm not going to say where, but I do work for a company where if we have to close down for storms, that you can choose between getting paid like by using your vacation or not get paid at all. One, y'all, I don't want to use my vacation. I want my vacation to be for my vacation. That's what it's for. So if I'm out a day because of a storm comes through, I don't want to be punished by using my vacation, and I don't want to be punished by not getting paid at all either. I don't want that either. So I need to start putting a little bit of money in here, so when that happens, I can just check I don't want to get paid. I'll keep my vacation and I'll have money to pay my bills. holidays. This is for any holiday except for, I don't think I'm a, well, I don't know if I'm going to put Christmas in here as well. Sometimes I like to keep Christmas separate, but I'll see. I'll have to figure out if I want to keep Christmas, because I do have a Christmas envelope that has hollies on it, and it's really cute, and it's Christmassy. I don't know if I want to keep that separate, if I want to put everything in this one, including Christmas. But this is like Valentine's Day and 4th of July and Thanksgiving, those kind of holidays. Okay, this is for my debt repayment, and as you can see, I have a couple dollars in there. Let's see. I have, I think, like 3. Let's see. Not a lot. That's 1, 2, and 3. So I have 3 in there right now. Like I said, every dollar, every bit helps. That's why I decided to name my channel The Dollar Bill Life, because a lot of people, if you're like me right now, you're kind of just having to go through the life struggle, and you don't have a lot of money to allocate to anything. So dollar bills are the easiest form that you can start saving or trying to work with a budget. So, you know, you may not have a lot to start off with. You may only have dollars to start off with to get ahead. So I felt like The Dollar Bill Life was appropriate to name my channel. So a couple dollars towards debt is a couple dollars sooner that you get out of debt. So you kind of have to look at it that way. You just flip your perspective on that. So I have 3 to go towards the debt repayment. Okay, and let's pick these back up because I got a couple more. New house. So I want to have a new home probably in 2 years. So I'm going to start saving for, you know, the down payments or whatever else you have to have for a new house. New accessories. If I want a new purse, which, you know, I'm telling you, I went ahead and I splurged. I got a Michael Kors and I got a Coach. So I really don't need any more new anything. And I did get wallets to match those. So really, I don't need any new accessories right now. So I probably won't be stuffing this unless I pick it from my little jar that has my tabs in it. And it chooses this one. That's really the only reason why I might fund this one right now. New technology. I will be funding this one because I need to get a computer. I don't have one. I'm just doing everything on my phone and just trying to figure out life. I'm not very technical, so this is just a struggle, and so I don't know how to set up a computer or anything like that. So this is just something that I need to go ahead and start saving up for. New car. I do have a car. Like I said, I still owe money on there. But, you know, once you pay off something, you kind of almost have to start from scratch with saving up money for the newest thing of that thing that you just paid off for. It kind of, with everything, it doesn't last forever, and so you have to think about, once I pay off something, and you have to get that mindset that I have to maybe buy the same thing over soon. So what I'm going to do actually with this is that once I pay off my car note, I'm going to take that money that I used to pay off my note, my regular car note, and I'm going to put that money in this envelope. So it's like I'm going to keep paying a car note, but I'll actually be paying it to myself and saving it. I will have, of course, you have to have new appliances with your house. So I'm going to start saving up for that. And save the difference. That was another challenge I was going to do this year, but I'm not going to do right now, like I said, until I get finances under control. So I'm going to put that one aside. But that's whenever you pay something, if you get it on sale, whatever amount that you save, you would just put in this envelope. That's all that is. And house maintenance. So anything like this, like I had to get a tree cut down last year, and it cost me $1,000, but it wasn't a whole tree. It was like a branch. That's why it wasn't as much, even though $1,000 is a lot of money. But I kind of knew the guy. He cut me a deal, so I had to get a big limb taken off. And so I consider that as house maintenance. Or, you know, if you have to do repairs to the house, like last year we had to do some repairs in the bathroom. So that's what this is for. Now I'm going to move these aside, and I will talk to you about the other thing I was telling you about with the game pieces. Put these back in here. This is kind of how I had it here, and then I came up with this game this is part where it becomes fun, but I came up with this game, and I have this tin that I got when I bought a watch for my mom, and you get to pick your tin. So this one just jumped out because at the top it says radiate positivity, and I'm all about that right now. That's what we need. So what I did was I made these corresponding little tabs for the envelopes I just showed you. This is what the tabs go to. So you have Mama Cat Savings, and I know this is crazy, y'all, but I call my mom Mama Cat, and I call myself Angel Baby. For right now, I'm not using my real name or her real name. She was kind of funny about that. As far as using her name, I said, well, if I'm not going to use your real name, it's silly for me to use mine. So I'm referring to myself as Angel Baby, and my mom is Mama Cat. So that is my mom's savings. So anytime you see Mama Cat on this channel, that is my mom. I don't have an actual cat, but I call her Mama Cat. That's what I've always called her. She calls me Angel Baby. So that's my nickname for her. So like I have Mama Cat tab, and then I have like the miscellaneous, go with the miscellaneous envelope. So and Mama Cat medical, that kind of stuff. So I have them all in here that, like I said, corresponds to all the envelopes I have in my Michael Kors. Some of these are ones in here that I told you that I was going to go ahead and put money in, and then some are in this Michael Kors wallet that I have here that I said that I would have to hold off on. So I have them, all the envelopes I have in general, I put the tabs in here, and what I'll do is I'll pick one of these, and depending on what money I have left over, I'll pick a number, or well, not a number, but I'll pick a tab to go along with the amount that I have, that whatever bill I have left over, and whatever this tab says, which I pulled her again, I'll put the money into this envelope. So that's the little game that I came up with to kind of make it fun, because at this point I was getting kind of, you know, sad that I wasn't able to fund what I wanted to, because all this debt was coming up that I didn't expect. But sometimes you have to make things a little fun. Now, as far as this is what I've come up with as far as my 2021 budget goal is. And I just said my goal is going to always buy things on sale, discount, coupon, discount code, gift cards, free, or etc. So at this point, I don't really need anything. So wherever I get, I am getting it on sale. And I'm also going to stockpile. I've done good with my stockpile. So I buy things on sale, and I put it into, we have like a little stockpile closet. So, and maybe I'll show y'all that on my channel too, where I put all my goodies that I've saved up money for and I've bought at a discount. So, I truly believe like you buy things on sale, and then you can save money that way and allocate that money to something else. So, I have my stockpile closet, but I figure anything now, if you can get it on sale, you can always take that money and allocate it to something else. So that's why I say I'll just never pay full price for anything again. That's kind of my motto now this year. My personal debt and the examples is my car loan. So my car loan I owe, let me see, I owe about $5,500. So $5,500 on there. And then my loan debt payoff, I have, let's see, I owe $2,500 on one debt that I owe somebody. And then I have, let's see, her surgery, my mom's surgery, Mama Cat, her surgery, let's see, I owe another 1,000, I think, 225, and that's one doctor's bill, and then I think the medical end of it is $3,800. So I owe that. So right now that's the debt for those. I have the $550, not 550, 5,500, which this is liable to change because anytime you pay off something, they have to add the interest onto the loan. Even if you're paying off early, that's just what they do. So this is liable to go up a little bit. And then the loan, that will stay the same unless I don't have to pay it. Sometimes, and I don't know if I have to pay this or not. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to save it back anyway just in case, because this goes to somebody else that I owe, and they might just say I don't owe it. Now with this is for her surgery, so I have to still save up for that amount for her surgery. So I have that. But moving on, I just decided also another saving tip that I decided to do, and I know everybody's like, well, it's minute to use up everything, but I do try to squeeze out now. I'm more mindful now that I squeeze out things to the last drop. Just like with toothpaste and deodorant, that stuff, sometimes it's so much product still left in those containers that it lasts you another week. And you know, why throw it out? If you've paid money for it and you work hard for that money, you have to think about how much you get paid a hour and what you have to go to the store and you have to spend, that you're just throwing money away, that you don't use a product that you pay for and you've worked hard to get that product. So I try to make sure that I use everything to the last drop now, and I'm keeping my spending in check. I will implement no spending weeks. I probably will do that every other week so I can kind of save money, because I really don't need to spend any money, guys. I've already spent money on 2 purses and wallets. I don't need anything else. So I need to keep my spending in check. This, like I said, I have more important things to worry about, like the loans, that I need to get this debt paid off. Like, I don't need to keep that. So I'm going to keep that in check. I'll get like little knickknacks or some snacks or something like that, but I don't need to really spend money. And another thing I had trouble with, and I also got Mama Cat involved too, and she does the money saving envelopes too, but to stick to the money in that envelope, y'all, let me tell you, it is so hard, because I feel like if I got envelopes on me, I will dig into every envelope just to get what I need, and I'm not doing that anymore. So I will make sure I stick to that money in that envelope, okay? So like I said, the challenges, I'm not doing the ones of 5s of 52. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just going to do the change challenge, and then that little game that I showed you with the little right here that I have the tabs in. So I'll do those 2 challenges. And then lastly, I was trying to figure out, because I saw where a lot of other people were doing like rebates and reward apps and all that stuff. So I decided to do 2 cashback apps. I'm doing Fetch Rewards, and here's my coupon code. It's DXUP4. So if you use that, you get 2,000 back in points. I get 2,000 back in points, and then we both can save. So I'm doing Fetch Rewards, and I'm doing Receipt Hog. So those 2 things are really easy. All you do is you take your receipt, you snap a picture, and then you send it off to them, and then they'll immediately show you how many points that you're getting back. So those 2 things are really easy to do. So that's my budget that I'm doing for this year so far. It doesn't mean that they're not liable to change, but I am going to do those to start off with. If I decide to do any of the challenges, I'll keep you informed. And if you're doing some challenges, let me know what you're doing. And if you like this video, guys, please hit the like, which is somewhere over here. Comment at the below and share this video. Hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a video. And I would definitely try to keep posting on a regular so we can both stay on track, or all of us stay on track. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and just be mindful that we can have constructive criticism on the channel, but I do want to keep it positive, because like I say, every budget is different, and if someone doesn't have a lot of money, I don't want them to feel bad. Just like with me, I'm only using the basic budgets. I'm not out there spending or saving all this money. I just have to keep it basic this year. And sometimes you have to start off basic. So just be mindful of that. And if you have any ideas that are going to help other people, or if you need some ideas, just leave them down below and let's help each other. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.